What is going on, guys? It is Ahmed, and I am back today on Monday, Martin Luther King Day. Happy Martin Luther King Day, first of all, to everyone. I am here today to tell you guys about some penny stocks that I'm going to be watching Tuesday and the rest of the coming week. I'm going to talk about these, not in too much detail, because again, I have videos detailing each of them. But again, I want you to keep these on your watch list for next week, because I truly think we might see some pretty significant price action and price movement with these 4 penny stocks. Now, if one of them is one that has been talked about a lot this previous weekend and the end of last week after market closed. So I do think if you don't have access to pre-market trading, it's not a bad idea to download Webull so you can have access and maybe just start a position as soon as the pre-market opens at 4 a.m. Eastern time. Go ahead and use the link in the description if you don't have Webull quite yet to download it, and you also get 4 free stocks once you deposit $100. Now, without further ado, I won't talk anymore. Let's go ahead and get started on our stock picks. Zomedica, ticker symbol ZOM. Guys, we saw this one run up to $1.30, $1.36 last week on Tuesday, and since then we've seen it kind of pull back and consolidate again in the mid 90s, around the 90 cent to dollar range. So if we see consolidation, typically speaking, again, I'm not a financial advisor, nor am I doing this for financial or medical advice, but I'm just a pharmacist who's interested in buying and selling stocks. And with this one here, when we see consolidation, typically that means one of two things can happen, of course. Either it consolidates for a while and skyrockets if there's a catalyst, or it consolidates and trickles down. Now with this one here, because again, the true format is coming out in March, we do think that this has some great catalysts on the way in the next couple months. So for me, I actually started a position way back at 40 cents per share, but I am looking at maybe averaging up, which is something I don't do typically, but because I do believe in true forma, I do believe in Zomedica's vision, I might go ahead and increase my position size by averaging up if I do see it, maybe even come down to the 90 cent range, upper 80s. I think that might be a pretty good entry point. Next, JAGX. Guys, this has been one that I've been talking about. We started talking about at $1.50, $1.60 mark, and since then we saw it run up. Again, at its all-time high, it was around the $4 range. It came kind of trickling back down. There was the webcast that happened last week where they talked about Napo Napo Pharmaceuticals, which is again their direct one of their subsidiaries under the JAGX brand, and they are looking to merge with a SPAC, and that's something that they're anticipating sometime either Q1 or first half of 2021. Big catalyst for JAGX. Again, lots of things that they're looking into right now. Expansion in Europe for COVID long haulers. So Jaguar Health, guys, I think this is one that each and every one of us need to keep on our watch list. Now, we did see it run up even just in the 5-day to $3.81. Came back down a 15% decrease, up 2% in the after hours from last week. So this one, again, you can wait for a potential pullback, but with all the catalysts that are surrounding it, all the news that's coming out with JAGX, I think it might be more reasonable to start a position, average down if you see a dip, or just hold what you have if we do see a skyrocket and be happy that you at least got an entry with the stock. Again, what I always say to every single person who's interested in buying stocks, if you don't believe in a company, what are you going to do? You're going to sell your shares if you see it tank, right? Last week we saw that ridiculous tank right here on Thursday, where it went from $3.70 to $3.12 within a 10-minute span or so, 10-20-minute span. And I know a lot of people ended up selling because, again, they think that these are just plays that will guarantee them, a get-rich-quick scheme type of thing. But guys, if you believe in stocks, if you believe in companies, that's why you should invest in them. Although there's a penny stock, I know penny stocks are kind of fun to play with because, again, you can get in and get out, which is true in some instances. But for these that have catalysts, legitimate companies that have very bright futures, you should think of yourself as an early adopter. Buy in with money that you don't need, first of all, because of volatility. Hold on tight. It might be a bumpy ride unless terrible news comes out, or the clinical trial falls apart, or again they don't get FDA labeling or FDA approval. That is when we sell out and run away. Again, just letting you guys know what I do with these kind of plays, but I want you guys to kind of make more informed, educational decisions before you put your money, because your money's hard earned. You're not just sitting around all day to make your money. You're either trading for it, you're working for it, you're doing what you got to do to make your money. So I don't want you guys to buy things that you don't believe in. I've seen it way too often. Rather, buy plays that you think are going to make you good money in the future and that have a very good vision and, overall just have a good proof of concept as a business and company. Next, SRNE. I covered this one as well last week. Sorrento Therapeutics. Guys, this is the company that is coming out with the COVID sticks. So again, with all the testing that is going to be happening, especially with the new variant that has just been hitting headlines, hitting news, especially in the United States, we started getting exposure to this, unfortunately. But again, we're going to need more and more testing, especially these kits that potentially could be taken home by patients. And, again, you could do your own at-home COVID test. So please keep Sorrento Therapeutics on your radar. I know it ran up quite a bit, 30% since last Wednesday. But again, guys, if you want to wait for a pullback because people might take some profits, go ahead and do that. If you believe in the company, go ahead and start a position, then average down if it pulls back. But again, if you believe in a company, you're going to buy the dip. If you don't, you're going to sell for a loss. Always remember those things. So if you truly believe in their vision, what they're doing with the testing and other things in their pipeline, which you can watch my other video where I discuss in detail, go ahead and put some skin in the game. And Sorrento, SRNE, again, not financial advice, just what I'll be doing myself because I haven't started a position yet, but I want to start one as soon as Tuesday hits. Now, last but not least, what I think is my favorite, ending you guys with my gold, with the gem, Obseva, OBSV. Talked about quite a bit last week, covered by, again, some of the bigger YouTubers and the guy, the man, the legend, the analyst, Ram Selvaraju. And I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his last name right, but he mentioned that his price target for this one is $22.50. But again, I think that was the average price target for Obseva. If we look at Sorrento, he also, from one of the H.C. Wainwright analysts, that same Ram guy said this one can very well get to maybe $30, $40 is what he thinks that the price target for the 12-month forecast is. So we're just getting in early on these plays, guys. Back to Obseva. So again, they're the ones who have stage 3 clinical trials that are just completed. They're about to submit their NDA first half of 2021. The NDA is, again, the new drug application. So within 6 months after the FDA receives the NDA, that's when they'll go in, they'll tear it apart, and if they think that this is a drug that they can approve based off its safety profile, its efficacy, again, all the different things, is it going to be something that is truly going to help, and is it something that is innovative? And if the answers are yes to those things and they check those boxes, we're going to see this get FDA approval. And if that happens, guys, we know what happens when drugs get FDA approval. They pop. So we're going to be one of those early adopters. My favorite thing to say, market cap of $223 million. Guys, it's a baby company. It's a baby company. So don't sleep on these plays. Again, as a summary, first and foremost, the Zomedica, ZOM, right? Zomedica. We're going to see it hopefully slowly but surely go upwards towards, that March, the month of March, as we see the true format comes out. And until that point, I have no intention of selling my shares. JAGX. Guys, all the news that's surrounding it, hopefully we're going to see it come up. I'm hoping that this is going to become a billion-dollar company. I know a lot of people have been asking me what is my price target, at one point will I sell. I don't think I'm going to be selling in the short term at all because, again, unless some terrible news comes out, but at $361 million and the things that they're interested in, I could see this easily achieve a billion-dollar market cap in the next, months. Who knows, sometimes weeks if there's enough catalysts that are surrounding it. SRNE, again, following what the analyst says in the next 12 months. If it's $10 an hour or so, expecting $40 if it's supposedly going to, go up as much as it will. And last but not least, Obseva, OBSV, no intentions of selling until at the very minimum I see that price target of $22.50 reached. So guys, keep all of these plays on your radar. I appreciate every single one of you, especially those who have joined the Discord. Again, it's a public Discord. I'm not charging anyone for anything. I don't think that's right personally, especially if it's just a way to communicate with you guys, the people who support the channel, that have subscribed. Hit those notifications bell. I was looking at some of the analytics, and 1,500 of you click that notification bell to get instant notification that your pop is uploaded. So guys, I appreciate every single one of you. Again, happy Monday, happy MLK Day. Hopefully you all enjoy it with your families. Appreciate this day, the man who really brought us all together in the first place. So guys, until next time, keep investing.